Welcome back to The Collapse. I'm George's Samman, and this is episode 6, Prophecy Ignored, The Road to Armageddon. Today we're diving deep into one of the most urgent and misunderstood parts of Scripture, prophecy, specifically how the world's growing collapse has already been foretold, and where it's ultimately leading. We're not guessing, we're not speculating. We're following the roadmap laid out in the Bible, a roadmap the world has chosen to ignore. So before we begin, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who needs clarity in the chaos. It's time to wake up. Let's begin. Prophecy isn't about fear. It's about foresight. From the beginning, God has used prophecy to warn, to prepare, and to guide his people through times of crisis. Before the flood, Noah was warned. Before Egypt's famine, Joseph was shown a vision. Before Jerusalem's destruction, prophets cried out. Today the world is unraveling, and once again God's warnings are echoing through time. But now many choose to ignore them. Churches avoid them, culture mocks them, and even believers label them irrelevant or too extreme. But prophecy wasn't given to satisfy curiosity. It was given to reveal reality. The global collapse we see unfolding is not a surprise, it is a confirmation of what has already been written. Let's begin with Daniel, the prophet who saw kingdoms rise and fall before they ever existed. In Daniel chapter 2, a statue made of gold, silver, bronze, iron, and clay represents the empires of world history from Babylon to Rome, all the way to a divided world at the end of time. We live in that final stage, a world of fragile alliances, political unrest, and unstable powers. Daniel chapter 7 reveals for beasts, kingdoms growing increasingly violent and corrupt. The fourth beast is different, more terrifying, more oppressive. It speaks blasphemy and persecutes the saints. Then there's Ezekiel 38, the prophecy of Gog and Magog, a coalition of nations rising against Israel, triggering a massive global event. Some believe this invasion could ignite the chain reaction that leads us into the final countdown. Isaiah speaks of the day of the Lord, a time when the earth is shaken, the sun darkened, and the arrogant brought low. These weren't just ancient warnings, they were timelines, and they're converging now. Jesus Christ didn't avoid prophecy, he delivered it. In Matthew 24, he sat on the Mount of Olives and described in detail what the end would look like. False messiahs, wars and rumors of wars, famines, earthquakes, nation rising against nation. He called these the beginning of sorrows. He spoke of believers being hated, betrayed, and persecuted, lawlessness increasing, love growing cold. And he gave a chilling sign, the abomination of desolation, something prophesied by Daniel standing in the holy place. Jesus warned of global deception so strong it could fool even the elect if that were possible. He wasn't being dramatic. He was being direct. These weren't metaphors. These were markers, signs, and they're no longer distant shadows. There at the door, Revelation 13 unveils a global system led by two beasts. The first rises from the sea, a political power with blasphemous authority, admired by the world. The second rises from the earth, a false prophet working signs and wonders to deceive. Together they enforce a one-world order, controlling economy, worship, and identity. Revelation 13 says, he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their forehead, and that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast. This isn't science fiction, it's spiritual submission. The mark is not just technology, it's allegiance. It's loyalty to a system that rejects God. As the collapse intensifies, people will cry out for peace, safety, and stability. And in their desperation, they will accept control in exchange for comfort. That is the trap. Revelation 16 names the place, Armageddon. And they gathered them together to the place called in Hebrew, Armageddon, the Valley of Megiddo, a real geographic location in northern Israel. But this isn't just a war of nations. It's the final spiritual showdown. Revelation 19 reveals Jesus returning, riding a white horse crowned with glory, clothed in justice. He is not returning as a lamb. He is returning as a warrior. The beast and the kings of the earth unite for war. They stand against him, but there's no contest. The beast and false prophet are captured, thrown into the lake of fire. Their armies fall in an instant. This is not fiction. This is prophecy. And it's closer than we think. After Armageddon comes the millennium, 1,000 years of peace with Christ reigning on earth. Satan is bound, justice is restored. Creation breathes again. But at the end of that 1,000 years, Satan is released one last time to expose those who still choose rebellion, even after 1,000 years of truth. Fire falls from heaven. Evil is wiped out forever. Then comes the great white throne judgment. Revelation 20 says, "And I saw the dead, small and great, standing before God, and books were opened." Every life is reviewed, every secret exposed, and anyone not found in the book of life is cast into the lake of fire. This is the final verdict. No appeals, no second chances, just truth. So why does all of this matter? Because it's not a story. It's a warning. The collapse we're witnessing, the violence, the confusion, the fear, it's not chaos. It's prophecy fulfilled, and you have a choice. You can pretend it's business as usual, or you can wake up to what's unfolding. Prophecy isn't about panic. It's about positioning. Are you aligned with truth or drifting in deception? Are you watching the signs or ignoring the warnings? Because we're not just nearing the end, we're living in it. And the time to prepare is now. This was The Collapse, Episode 6. Prophecy Ignored, the Road to Armageddon. I'm George's Samman. If this message spoke to you, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs truth more than comfort. We were warned. We were shown. We were given time. Don't let the noise of the world drown out the voice of prophecy. Stay awake, stay grounded, stay strong. I'll see you in the next episode.
Jéhovah, mon Dieu, tu m'as donné